Alright, so this is on the wall ball routine, and it's working on your snatches with your right hand on the bottom to start. So Coach has the stick in her left hand. What she's going to do is she's going to bounce the ball on the ground and try to snatch it with her right hand on the bottom. She's trying to snatch the ball at the highest point possible. So she is actually leaping. Okay, so after the right hand on the bottom, you're going to switch to your left hand on the bottom with the snatches, and you just put the stick in your right hand, bounce it against the wall, and snatch it at the highest point possible with your left hand.
Okay, so for a behind the back, whether it's pass, wall ball, shot, whatever, what you want to make sure you're doing, it's opposite what your arms normally do. So when you throw overhand, you're pushing with your top hand and you're pulling with your left hand, your bottom hand. So for behind the back, what you're going to do is you're going to start with your bottom hand bent and your top hand straight, so that when you're going to push down with your bottom hand and pull back with your top hand. Okay, so it looks like this. And that was a bad one. Really push down, pull back. Left hand, same thing. Okay, so around the world, again, whether it's wall ball shooting, whatever you want to do, it's like behind the back, but you're actually coming all the way across your body and then throwing it over your shoulder. So the key thing here, it's probably easier if you choke up at first, because then you don't have to get your arms around as much, but you're going to step with your opposite foot like you would normally if you're throwing, because you're going to be throwing it on this side of your body. Okay, you're stepping, bringing it around. Okay, pushing with your bottom hand, pulling up with your top hand. Okay, and then catching it. Okay, so I'm stepping, pushing and pulling. Okay, the reason why we're doing this, hand-eye coordination and overall stick skills. Okay, same thing with the left. You're going to step with your opposite foot. Okay, so you're coming around, pushing and pulling. Okay, sidearm, same thing, okay, with the same mechanics, except you're pushing and you're pulling, but you're bringing it down to the side. You're still doing the same thing. You're still pushing with the top hand and pulling with the bottom hand. Again, you're dropping it below your shoulder. So that's a sidearm pass, okay? And it's a lot of wrist work, okay? Making sure you're also, when you're throwing it sidearm, is that you're bringing it over the side. Stop. Sidearm, same thing. Making sure that when we're throwing it, we're rolling our wrists over, okay? Because that's where you're going to get the whip. If I don't roll my wrist, it's going to go too high. And again, we want to get it to the level, whether it's the goal or the pursuit. Okay, same thing with the left. Making sure we're stepping with the opposite foot. Okay, again, it may be harder to do with your left hand. You're not used to it. But it's the same mechanics. Okay, so we mean choke up. We want you choking up on your whole stick, because when you're in the 8, okay, we want to make sure that you're going to be able to move quicker and closer if your arms are choked up. If you're out here, you're going to have a tendency to hang it, and so we want to work on being able to control it into the 8. Okay, so what you're going to do is get closer to the wall. Again, because we're choking up, we're going to throw a fake and work on keeping it in front of our body, catching it right in front of our face. Because again, if I'm in the 8 and I start to reach back, I'm going to get checked. So it's a lot of wrist movement. Okay, same thing with the left. Okay, make sure you can catch it. Choking up.